A black woman who moved from the U.S. to Russia to escape discrimination and racism revealed on social media that the entire plan backfired on her in a disturbing way. Francine Villa was born in Russia but moved to the U.S. with her family when she was a kid. In a heartbreaking video, Francine claims that both she and her baby were brutally attacked by racist neighbors in Moscow. She detailed the alleged assault on Instagram. Now, the fact that the attack occurred in her homeland is an extra painful blow. Villa had previously spoken about her move in the 2020 documentary Back in the USSR, which aired on the Russian state media channel RT. Villa said that her great-grandfather George Tynes, who hails from Virginia, worked as an agriculturalist after moving to the Soviet Union in the 1930s. Now, much of her family still lives there, but at a young age, she moved with her mother to the United States. It was there that she spent most of her life until experiencing what she described as a traumatizing experience with police. Villa explained in the documentary that she'd approached officers for help during an emergency, but that they turned on her instead, throwing her to the ground. It was then that she decided it was time to leave. That was back in 2019. Here is how she explained it. Quote, "Why did I make up my mind to move to Russia? I wanted to leave a country where I was facing discrimination. After a year living in Moscow, she told RT, quote, I feel free living in Russia because in Russia, no matter what time it is, I can walk outside and I'm safe." 5 years later, that proved to be a fantasy. Following the alleged attack, Villa took to Instagram with blood still on her face, saying a couple in her apartment building beat her with fists while she was with her 2-year-old and yelled racial slurs at her in Russian. In edited footage shared by Villa of the incident, the couple can be seen arguing with her in the hallway of her building, threatening to throw out her belongings while she was seemingly blocked from entering her own apartment.
Вы в России давно живете?
А у вас прописка есть здесь?
Дай мне войти в мою квартиру.
Прописка есть?
Дай мне...
Почему вы ко мне на «ты»?
Я не могу выйти и входить в свою квартиру. Напугает моего ребенка.
Кого? Он пуганный, плачет, бедняжечка. Да, зайка, ты плачешь, да? Плачешь, зайка?
Now, she accuses her neighbors of changing the lock.
Выйти и входить в свою квартиру. Напугает моего ребенка.
Кого? Он пуганный, плачет, бедняжечка. Да, зайка, ты плачешь, да? Плачешь, зайка?
Now, she accuses her neighbors.
Welcome back to Two Runners, Roy Nell. And yes, this woman did not understand that her best security would have been to have a man in America or a man in Russia. A single woman is just not safe anywhere. But she's a single woman running around America, where she was came here as a child and spent many years here and found some trouble. And she went to Russia. I must have met a man, and so she has a baby, but we hear nothing about the father. So yes, a single woman, wherever you go, you are vulnerable. A single woman with a child is even more vulnerable. And her best security would have been a man. So, her father went to Russia. She was there in Russia with an established family. She came to America, and she went back to Russia later on. And she was even, you see she did the story about how she felt so free or whatever. But the bottom line comes to that she's a single woman traveling, a single black woman traveling, and by herself. Well, now with the kid, with a small child, yes, you're vulnerable. And women and men have totally different experiences traveling. and men are just a little bit more secure wherever they go, because we are more, we are more physically able to handle situations. So you just have to protect yourself at all times and have that thought mindset of setting yourself up to be protected, to be safe. And enjoy. Tune Runners Roy Nail. Subscribe, leave comments. Peace.